guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Still haven't fixed the Supra's ECU. As we seen in the last video, that thing's dying, so link ECU will be coming into it one of these days. The Getrag V160 gearbox, it's in the works. It should be, the gear set should be done within the next week, I hope. I really hope in the next week. Wrapping the cleater shirt, as seeing what he did on the weekend, crazy, that thing was sailing. But as I promised, we're going to get on to a 2JZ JZA80 steering rack. Now this steering rack, this is actually the original rack that was in my car, and the one that's in the car now, it's second hand, only because this one had a little issue with when you take a left hand turn, it'd only come back so far and then it'd lock, and you'd have to refit over that lock and then it's all good again. That is a problem in your rack control area here somewhere, is they run multiple seals, and if one breaks, well then it will start sending fluid the wrong direction and it'll lock itself up. But we are going to rebuild this, and here are the parts that hopefully, here are all the parts that I need. Hopefully I don't need any more, but we'll give you some part numbers. So your banjos, your bellows, these rubbery thingamadings. Actually these ones they don't look too bad. They look like they're quite savable, but I am going, I'll clean them up and keep them, but I'm going to replace them anyway. So your boot steering rack, that's your number, and that's that number, which don't really understand why there would be two different numbers, because they're pretty much exactly the same, unless, well, would you look at that, one's slightly longer than the other, which I would guess, maybe that one's the longer one. I'll have to take note down because it does not say left or right, but that's your two part numbers anyway for your bellows. Get rid of them. This is your control, gasket control kit. This is what goes in here, controls your oil flow to left or right of the main piston to steer you left and right. I'd say one of these seals has busted in this setup, in my original rack here. So that is the part number, A4455-24051. And for the next gasket kit, power steering. This is for the rack, so you'll have seals in and around everything. Trust me, I'm just as new to this as what yous will be. I don't see many power steering racks for Supra being rebuilt on YouTube, but me, you, us, we're going to learn together how to do this. Hopefully it's a really simple job, and it actually doesn't look like there's much to it. But that's your part number for the gasket kit. That's for your main cylinder through there. This one is for your control of your main cylinder. This is actually got nothing to do with the power steering rack. What is that? That's the little terminal cap cover for your alternator main cable that comes out of the alternator. I forgot I bought that. Just my car doesn't have it at the moment. We have, these are your tie rods. Let me just grab, get off there. Ow. These are, they call it end sub assemblies, but I just call them tie rods. Part numbers should be exactly the same, because there shouldn't be any difference in them. I know some cars, given the power steering rack doesn't exactly sit center, so some tie rods are longer than the others, but these are exactly the same. So part number is 45503-39095. They're your tie rods. Now we'll move on to your tie rod ends that have your ball joint on it and hook up to your hub. Comes with a brand new castle nut and fandangle little clip. Now these are not the same. These are different part numbers. So right hand side, that's your part number 45460-19235, and your left hand tie rod end is 45470-19065. So, and the gist of it, that'll be there, that'll go in there, that'll go onto there, that'll go onto the power steering, onto the alternator. Not a part of this video. Gasket control, that goes in there, just voila. And this goes all in there. So, there are your part numbers for everything. I guess these are different because they are longer. One's longer, one's shorter. Don't really see why it would. Yeah, not sure. Maybe this side is longer. Maybe it just goes out longer, who knows. And but first of all, I've never done one. Just bear in mind, I've never done one of these. So first time, as everything, I'm learning just with you guys. And hello Drax. We're out hunting lizards again. Let's get to cleaning this off. I'm actually running out of time today. I've been quite busy. I get a night shift tomorrow night, so back to work. So I don't know if I want to pull this apart now or do it next week when I come off work and I've got the time to do it. But surely it shouldn't take too long. What's it consist of? Gaskets, got 1, 2 push-in seals, and the rest are all rings and whatnot. And that's got 1, 2, 3 push-in seals, and the rest are just O-rings and whatnot. It wouldn't take too long, really. Should I do this now or should I do it later? Well, it's been sitting. I should have blocked them off years ago. Should have. Let me think about it. Because what's the time? The time is 20 past 5. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time to do this today. Tomorrow I won't really get up to do too much since I'll be asleep to go to night shift. I'm sorry guys, but I'll have to put this off for 7 days, and then when I get days off again, get to work on it. And hopefully by then the gearbox should be done, and which we'll have to take the gearbox out that's in it right now, send it off because it's sold, and get my gearbox back and put it in. Have a G up a mate that's got a hoist, because I'm sick of doing it on the ground. And what do you reckon of the old Rangabanger moustache? Coming in well? I know it's only October, I'm getting a little bit of a go ahead on the mow for Movember. Also my birth month. So, anyway guys, I will join back with you next week. But in the whole thing of magic of filming and editing, that'll be right now. And we're back. 1 week's gone. Mo's grown a bit more. Plans have changed, guys. Plans have changed. It's been a week. Well, a bit more than a week. We're not going to rebuild this just yet, because we're going to pull the gearbox out of this. The Getrag V161, it's got to come out, because I actually sold it to one of you guys. One of you subscribers reached out and bought it off me quite a while back. So we'll get this gearbox out. A little bit sketchy. It's a bit sketch, really. Like, needed some blocks of wood under there just to get the car high enough so I can get the gearbox and the jack out all as one. But oh god, it is a hot day too today as well. But anyway, yeah, let's get to it. You see all the drips, all the drips. Yeah. That's because it's got many leaks, mostly power steering and the oil lines that go to my oil filter relocation. See all them lines? They're bleeding, so I'm gonna have to change them lines out. It's actually bleeding through the rubber. Give us all a gurney, and yeah, power steering's leaking. You can see that this line here is bleeding, so I'm gonna have to change all them lines. Probably see if I can find some better lines for it. But this episode is the Getrag gearbox, which is everything's covered in oil. Yeah, typical. But anyway, let's get to it. First things first, take the exhaust off. Artec Performance titanium 4-inch exhaust. Get that thing off. A little WD-40, make the rubber slide. That'll slide off nicely. 13mm for the V-band clamp for the rear. Quick touch. Yeah. Just let it casually fall on my head. That'll slide out. That's the rear halves. And one more V-band right off the dump pipe. Now these Artec Performance exhausts, they're actually 3 pieces. So you got your mid pipe and your rear pipe. But you'll see here, I actually welded this together. Well, I got it welded just because with the V-band clamp on it, it was actually coming too close to my tail shaft. So I opted just to weld it. So it's all one piece. But it will come in 3 pieces. And you can see that I've hit a couple speed bumps. I might fix that later on in the future. I'm going to raise the car up a little bit. go. What is that? Oil. A little bit of oil. Or condensation. Anyway. Alright, that's the exhaust off. Now, just because I'm a child at heart, let's see what it sounds like without the exhaust on it. Good old American Florida style. Yeah. Maybe in the future it'll get a short little dump pod just for drag racing. Anyway, exhaust is off. What are we doing now? Tail shaft. It's got to come out. Alright, all your rear drive shaft bolts, they're a 17mm, 17 nut, 17 bolt. You'll only be able to get the front ones out for now until you get around to putting them on the side here for a little bit. See what I mean? So they're all out. Every single one. You'll have 6 bolts. So they're out. Oh, I'll see if I can get them out from the top. I highly doubt it though. Yeah. Highly doubt it. Yeah, real tight. But anywho's, we can move on. Move on to the front now. Of course, don't forget to take my little exhaust shield off. I don't personally need it on there. That's just where one of your original mufflers will go, or your cat. I think your cat used to go up there somewhere. I'll just keep it on there, just so I don't lose it. But I will put these back on where they came from, so I don't lose the nuts. Hunky dory, all that. Next up, the 4 bolts to keep the uni on onto the adapter plate. We got 4 8mm hexes These should be FT'd. It would kind of help if I had put it in gear. So let's go put it in gear, stop that from moving. First gear. Alright. I'm telling this is flat. I think it's flat. Neutral. Spinny, spinny. First gear. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's flat. Reload. I'm gonna put that one on charge. Hello. Yeah, slide that forward just a wee little bit. Slide those suckers back. And bench press a tail shaft. Oh god. Now that that is out, I'm going to go ahead and put these bolts back in, just so I don't lose them.
And other nuttage, these nuts.
And back to neutral. Next up, we're going to take this out, take the shifter off, out of the gearbox, and once that's out, then we can start on the gearbox, unplugging a couple wires. Alright, let's get all this out, hopefully not break these clips. Alright. Take that off, that's for the little ashtray light. Bear with me, one-handed, there we are. And then the 9-position B switch, which at the moment I've got all the values set to 0, so it doesn't matter what I'm clicking on, I can't increase my boost, because the simple fact of that my ECU is not happy. Cool. These are not factory bolts, but 10 mils. boy, it's hot. I can hang down there. And it's got a little hole in it. I might have to get a new one. Whew, that's off. Now we gotta go underneath and do the main bolt. Once I get this rubber boot off, alright, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and reverse. Boy, it is hot. Let's see. We gotta go underneath, take that main bolt off. And we got a 12mm and is it a 13mm, not factory bolts, so I actually lost them once upon a time ago. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Now your factory bolt, it is actually, there is a torque setting you're supposed to have with it. If you have it too tight, you can run into issues shifting, where it will not go into gear or it'll knock itself out of gear. But there is a upgraded pin bearing you can actually put in there. Now let's go back to the top. Undo these. Now that they're all undone, see under there, it's just a cup. Give it a pull, out she comes. Still a little greased up, got a little bit of water in there. That's only because that bottom boot's bugging. So, that's done. Go that. What are we gonna do now? Right, you tell me. We're gonna get under and loosen off the clutch. There's the clutch. Big twin disc. Gonna unplug these. This is your reverse and speed sensor. They are not the factory plugs. They're Deutsch connectors. Very expensive for a connector, but yeah. And you see the cradle is actually solid mounted. But now, take that brand new clutch sleeve cylinder off, and we'll get to loosening up this clutch off the flywheel. And then all we got to do is take the bolts out of the bell housing and the rear mount, and we can drop it. If you ever get some cutters, grab yourself some Black Panthers. I tell you what, they are awesome. That's these things. You can get black ones or red ones. Red ones are way better. It's wrecked my wrist. Oh god. Ain't that a bit FT'd? Now really I should release the pressure off this, but I'm probably not going to, because I am so dodgy. Come on, how long is this bolt? Getting sore hands. Alright. There we go. And you see that it is expanding. But there she is. Oh, now, next up, clutch fork. Very, very easy. There we go. All you gotta do is push in and pull out. Let's have a look at the wear. It's not too bad at all. Yep. Cool. The circlip up there is still welded on. That is great to know. Now, I should have taken the spark plugs out of this engine just to make it easier to rotate, but it'll be right. It'll be right. And remember, I sealed this front case. Doesn't leak, but I never sealed this case from the center back. It's got a slight little leak. But I wonder what size that is. Because you can go through here to undo them. Does make it a bit of a pain. Alright, let me get some tools. It is going to take me a little bit. Get all these out. Obviously this is going to take ages, guys, so I'll get back to you once I've got all of the clutch bolts out. Once they're all out of it, then we'll move along. There you go, guys. All the bolts through it. Grab the clutch and we will just slide it back if it wants to go back. I need 2 hands for this. There we go. That's one. There's the clutch disc. That's number 1 disc. There we go. Clutch is back. Now all we got to do, these 4 bolts, and all these bolts, they'll come out. Man, that's a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt getting them out. But they're out. I sure did use enough bloody blue Loctite on them. Anyway, well, I sit under here and chill out for a bit. That's all I'm going to do for today. Jeez, that's bright. So, it's getting late. That's all I'm doing for today. Got to take, if you can see it, starter motor's got to come off, and all the bolts that hold the bell housing on, and them two bolts at the rear, and this whole unit should drop out. Well, not drop out, but we will finesse it out. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Afternoon, guys. Hot day, 37 degrees, and just miserable. But been under here, I've got most of the bolts out. I just got these last two. I tell you what, them top bolts, absolute pain. Well, what I was saying before my battery went dead, them two bolts up there, I don't know if you can see them, way up there, but they're a pain in the butt. Absolute pain in the butt, mixed in with like a touch of depression and anxiety and torture. But they're out. I've got fiberglass all in my arm from the heat wrap. I've only got these last two bolts to come out. We'll put it on the jack thingamadingy and get this gearbox out, and we'll be done. Sweet. So, what do I want to do? I better put that back up. Ah, screw it. I've got a jack under it. Alright, jack's under it. Holding that sucker up. And yeah, that's not gonna work. And your bolts are 17 and 14. Bit of a mixture between both of them. Oh, we got here. That's 14. Which is a bit slow. Hey, look at that. Come here. I'll use that. That. Yes, that. The right rotations. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, come on. Alright. That should be all. I think so. And we'll find out if we haven't got everything. I'll give her a little bit of wiggle. A little wiggle. And let her down just slightly. Yeah. A little bit. Back a little. Don't get stressing the crap out of you and I'm breaking. Push on this flywheel. Here we go. There we go. She's coming. Oh, what that doing? Just a little bit. There we go. There you go. Let's see if it'll come down without falling on its face. Hello. And there we go. A Getrag V161 is now gone and been dropped. Let's see. Technically I should be able to get that under there. That's what I had a problem with last time. Oh, fine, whatever. Stay under this rig. Should my dogs are going off again because my brother turned up. The little bro. Oh my god, this thing's heavy. Are you gonna fit? Yeah. Airplane room. There we go. Alright guys, we'll finish up this episode. This little video. Gearbox is out. Car no longer moves or drives. Awesome. New gearbox should be on its way shortly. Who knows? But this will stay here doing a wheel stand for probably weeks on end. But there's plenty of other stuff we can do to the car. There's all them hoses that need to be changed out because they're bleeding. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me pretty much take my car off the road. Anyway guys, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. See you next one.